She twerk better when I heartbreak. Hey, hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here, doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Powering his way forward. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens 0.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake, Levis. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. Now Jones. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now second and goal. Now Levis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Levis to throw it. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dobbs is throwing. Sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Reed, 72 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A Up the middle, Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Dobbs to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Sanders is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Levis.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Second and 10. Here's Levis.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
Inside the 35-yard line.
And Levis going back to the air. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
This is caught.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw is Dobbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
In motion right is Smith. On 2nd down, Dobbs. This is Smith with a grab.
Line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now they send a man in motion right.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Dobbs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
Levis's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Levis back to throw.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew.
A major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Steve Smith, an even 90 yards.
And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Levis looking to throw.
And he is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Levis.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd? And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
An extra point try now for Moody.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.